Imagine for a moment that this was your view every single day. Well, imagine no more, because today on Kababayan LA, we're giving you a chance to win this $2 million Hollywood Hills home for just $150. We're talking about the Special Olympics. This is a very special fundraising as well. But before we continue, I'd like to give you the last part of our interview with former PBA MVP Most Valuable Player, Ricky Brown. I know a lot of you have been following. He's been connecting and reconnecting with his fans. Here it is. The lessons from Ricky Brown, injury. What has injury taught you?
Well, injury has taught me that life as a professional athlete is very, very fragile, and that emphasizes even more the need to have an education. You're one blown knee or a bad back away from your career being over. And I had every injury imaginable. I've had 3 back surgeries.
Wow.
Post PBA.
Ouch.
I was out of work 11 months. In 2000 was my last surgery. So I have paid the piper when it comes to injuries. And even though when you're young, you're strong, you think you're indestructible, nothing can happen, believe me, it can stop you.
It seems to me that the PBA, it's an organization that gave you so much love from your fans, so much adulation and all that. Also gave you a good amount of grief. Well,
you know, I never took anything personal. And that's what I would tell the Filipino-American players there is, you know, don't take it personal. There was some resentment, especially being the first.
Mm-hmm.
And when I look back, you know, I had to have alligator skin because I think I heard anything and everything.
Plus all the injuries that you got, too. It must have, you know.
Yeah, the injuries. I think what happened, I think the people embraced me when they saw that I came to play hard every night. I wasn't a showboat. I respected my opponents, you know, I tried to carry myself as a professional athlete.
So that said, what do you miss most about the Philippine Basketball Association?
I miss the fans. I miss the people. I don't miss the basketball. I don't miss playing. I don't miss the locker room. I had wonderful times, great experiences, and great relationships through the years. But my relationship with the Filipino people cannot be replaced, and that's one reason I'm going back this July. Is I want to give back. It is within me to do so. There's no personal agenda. It's not about money. It's about just giving back, and that's going to be really special for me.
And I think it's also about staying in touch and keeping in touch. When I was new here, I had started my career covering the PBA, and I knew that you were here. I tried to look for you, I heard people saying that you didn't want to be connected or associated with the PBA, that you wanted to just live your life here separate from the PBA. Is that true?
No, that's not true at all. When I came back here, we didn't have the media capabilities that we do now, obviously, with Facebook and Twitter and the internet. So it was very difficult for me to stay in tune with what was going on back in the Philippines, you know, besides newspapers. So no, it wasn't the case at all. You know, my wife is a Filipina, and you know, I have a lot of family here. So my desire to reconnect with the Filipino people is why I'm where I'm at today.
Right, right. Doing a Filipino meet and greet hosted by the LA Clippers, and also tell us about the July 9th event in the Philippines, in Manila.
Yes, this is my homecoming, and it's been a long time. It's been 20+ years since I've been back, and one of the reasons I couldn't go back prior to that was because of my back surgeries.
Oh.
I could not travel. So I'm ready to go. July 9th, I will be back in Manila. They have several activities set up with meet and greets and a PBA night. I look forward to seeing Mr. Cojuangco and Dolphy and Coach Ron Jacobs and several of my former teammates, and of course my family.
Dolphy, because you did a movie with him. So you weren't only an athlete in the Philippines, you were also an actor.
In 1987, Dolphy approached me and asked me if I wanted to do a movie with him called Action Is Not Missing. And that was with Paquito Diaz, Dick Israel, Francis Magalona. It was an unbelievable experience, and I became very close to Dolphy. And now I know why when people talk of Dolphy, he touched me in a way that,
Yes.
that few, he's a very, very special man.
Amazing,
Yes.
amazing guy. So would you consider acting and going back to the Philippines now, too?
Oh,
Is that an option?
If I had the opportunity to do some things, I surely would.
Yes.
But I'm not looking for that. I'm
If
going
it
back.
comes, you're open.
Absolutely, I'm
Right.
open to that. And one of my goals is to reestablish a connection with the Philippines. What I plan to do is to go back annually and just maintain that relationship with the people and the Philippine basketball.
And maybe you can be a color commentator, too, for the PBA coverages.
Oh, I'd like to do
Right?
that
Yes.
if the opportunity, yes.
Yes, but you know what? Okay, a lot of people watching us now, parents, kids who want to start a career in the Philippines as a basketball player, as an actor, I think it encompasses everything. What would your advice be? And I think we talked about this earlier, speaking Tagalog, respecting people that you're with over there and all that. What would be the best advice you could give them?
Yeah, well, if you're blessed enough to have the opportunity to go back to the Philippines to play in front of the people, always know that you're under the microscope. Carry yourself as a professional, and give back to the people. Engage the people. It's not like here in the States. The fans are at the games. They're entertained. In the Philippines, there's a relationship that they develop. And if you allow that to happen, you will be embraced like you've never been embraced before.
Profound.
One thing I would say with the young people here in the States, the young Filipinos that are dreaming of going to the PBA, there's nothing wrong with dreaming. Work hard, develop your game, but get that education. That's your security. I played 10 years, but I was in my early 30s when I stopped playing. So there's life after basketball, and you need something to fall back on, and that's that education.
Wonderful, wonderful words of wisdom from Ricky Brown. Meet him March 26th?
26.
26, hosted by the LA Clippers at the Staples Center. That's the information on the screen. Also in Manila, for those of you who are going to Manila or who have friends and family in the Philippines, tell them about July 9th. Also information on the screen. For now, thank you so much and more power to you. Safe travels.
Oh, thank you so much, Janelle.
From one inspiring athlete to an inspiring organization, more from the Special Olympics, also giving you a chance to win this $2 million home for $150 per ticket. And we have more for you when we return. Don't go away.